Hey everybody, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a game called King of Glory. King of Glory is a card game from Harmon Games, designed by Andrew Harmon. Plays, let me see if I can find the player count. Oh, there it is. 2 to 6 players, ages 6 plus, 20 minutes, and all that I believe is accurate. Now, all I know about the theme of this game, well, it's biblically themed for one, but it's based on a book, a 70s scene King of Glory book and movie written by P.D. Bramson. But basically what it is, this is a card game kind of walking through Christianity, Jesus's life, all that kind of stuff. So if that's an interesting theme to you, this may be one you want to check out and watch the video play through. Otherwise, maybe you're just looking for a cool little set collection timeline feeling card game. This might be one for you as well. So if you want to see how the gameplay works, you can check out the link in the video description. I'll play through a few rounds of it, talk about in-game scoring and all that stuff. Otherwise, I'll move on and talk about the components. Alright, so the components are just cards. That is it. Cards with a picture, some symbols maybe, and a number. So, pictures and prophecies, here's a card. They're really nice linen finish cards. I like them. That one has some symbols. This one does not have symbols, but it has cool art. First murder, so I think that's Cain and Abel. The Kingdom of Light. Dominion over sin. So you got a name, a number, and a symbol down there at the bottom. They're really nice quality. I think there are, how many cards are there? 70 cards, I believe. 50 cards, 50 cards, 60 cards. I don't know how many cards there are, but there's a decent amount of cards. They're all nice quality. Here's the back if you want to see that. Back is pretty nice. Small box, you can see that. It's really tiny. And 2 instruction books, one in English, one in, I believe, Spanish. Looks like Spanish. And it's really simple. It's got basically a whole example of a 2-player game here, how to set it up, how to play. Really simple game. So components are pretty nice for what this game is, just a small box of cards and pictures. So I like the components, no complaints. So let's move on and talk about what we think about the game. So King of Glory is a really, really simple game. If you watch the video playthrough of a few rounds, you can see this is a simple game. On your turn, you're drawing 2 cards. You're trying to play them either lower than your currently lowest card or higher than your current highest card. Now there's a few exceptions. If the cards have symbols that match, like these two, you can see the symbols down at the bottom. If I already played the 36 and I draw the 27 later, I can slide that in the appropriate space in the timeline because the symbols match. That's called a connection. So other than that, that's the only tricky rule. It's draw a couple cards either from the discard or the draw pile and try to put them in line, lower or higher. That's it. You're trying to have more points, which is more cards than your opponent, and also more connections because they give you bonus points, and you want to have those points to win. Now, there's a biblical theme on this game, basically art. But outside of that, this game could be anything. You could play it with index cards, 1 through however many numbers of cards are in this game, and put, for the symbols, you could do triangle, square, hexagon, octagon, all that kind of thing, and make the connection. So the theme could be anything, but I appreciate the theme that's on this. I like biblically themed games. I like, you know, biblically themed games that aren't Bibleopoly or Bible trivia, that actually have some resemblance to actually hobby games, non-religious or secular games. And I think this one has a resemblance of some of those, like Timeline. If you've ever played the game Timeline, it's a similar feel. You're putting cards down in the order that you think things were invented or they came out or whatever. And this is kind of the same deal, except you know the numbers on this one. It's not a mystery. You're not trying to guess. You're just putting cards in order. Racco style, that kind of thing. It's a fine game. It's not blowing me away. It's not knocking my socks off. But if I want to play a quick little 10-minute game with my 9-year-old, I think this is a good game to play. And again, it's got, if you want to take the cards and you want to talk about what the cards are while you're playing, a little educational, you could probably do that. Just dive in a little bit deeper. So maybe you could play this at a youth group or a Sunday school or whatever. But as a game that I want to bust out off the shelf and play over and over and over, it's probably not this one. But I did enjoy it. It's fine. Not something I'm going to be coming back to, but I appreciate it. So that is King of Glory from Harmon Games. I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics. And as always, keep gaming.